Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about selection in an Omniscope report. Here we have an Omniscope dashboard that looks at space missions over time. So how does selection work? Inside a view I can make a selection by clicking on an element or by selecting a series of elements via a rectangle selection. An element can be a pie view segment, a marker or a bar. I'm going to start by making a simple selection. I'll select a bar, in this case NASA in the missions per company view. When I make a selection, we can see the other views inside the dashboard adjust to show the selected data. Content view at the top adjusts to show the new calculated values for the selection. So I can see, in this case, NASA has launched a total of 203 missions with a 92% success rate, slightly higher than the average success rate. The dial, bar and line views also adjust to show the NASA data in orange. Behind this, we can see the original data faded out, which we refer to as the brushed out data for comparison. Clear the selection. I can click on any empty space inside the dashboard, or alternatively, I can click the deselect button in the main toolbar. In some views, we can also make a drag selection. In the missions per year bar chart, I can hold and drag to select multiple years. We can also choose to enable selection of pane cells. I'm going to switch to editing mode and I'm going to click on the dial arch view. In the pane options, I can see this dial arch view is paned by mission status. Paning creates a series of variations of the same charts. So in this case, each pane shows a different mission status value: success, failure, partial failure, pre-launch failure. Pane selection will allow a user to click inside the pane cell to select that subset of data. To enable, I open the selection section and tick selectable panes. I can now click on the pane cells to make a selection. After making a selection, I can choose to move or keep records. Keep will only keep the selector records and moves the other records out of consideration. Move is the opposite to keep, moving the records out of consideration. I can use a series of move keeps to filter the data down to a smaller subset of interest. I can also click the Details button to show data for the current selection. Here we can see this details table shows me the details for the two Space Shuttle disasters, Space Shuttle Columbia and Space Shuttle Challenger. Finally, I'm going to talk about the selection mode. If I click on bars in turn, I can see each click makes a new selection. This is known as single selection mode. In single selection mode, I can hold down the Control or Command key to select multiple elements. The selection mode can be chosen in the profile settings. Profile settings can be accessed from the welcome screen. In the profile settings, the user can decide which selection mode works best for them, either single selection or multi-selection. Now I'm going to switch to multi-selection. Now, with multi-selection enabled, I can select multiple elements by clicking in sequence. As an editor, you can override the selection mode in a report in the global report settings. You can also override the settings for each view individually.